Welcome to Auburn, Alabama. A beautiful day for college football as the War Eagle cry reverberates across Jordan-Hare Stadium as their beloved Tigers are set to kick off another season. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Tigers about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short. They don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Leaves it with the running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Caught in the backfield. It's Lee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Looking to the big tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll throw it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Going deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
They'll go with a direct snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Wegman. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. First play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Turner. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Warren. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It'll be a draw. Finding open areas. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To throw, it's Wegman. Got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He's got the tight end, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They've got the screen set up. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The give to the fullback. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Auburn going to work with another first down. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Lee. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big game. Got to get that first down. Nice job. Great nose for the first down.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw on that last play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown Bears! There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Touchdown Auburn. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Picks up the first down, still moving. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. Caught behind the line, it's Turner. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's going for it all. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Baylor!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Past the first down marker and still running. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bears will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They forced another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Looking for space. It's Turner. On the move at the 30. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. He leaves it with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Still running at the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football.
Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And that's a sneaky big two-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then the defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Now they'll run the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's what...
Looking for a huge play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snagged in the middle. It's Warren. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The Bears will call on their punt team. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Going right to work up top. Fires to the middle. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls in.
Makes the grab. It's Simmons. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Bulldozes his way through. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Give to the back. Plows through the defense. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Watson. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Finds a man on the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
A first down run on the doorstep. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Going to swing it on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snap it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. Hauls it in. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Motion from the wideout. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Turner. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The Bears are on the move. Back to throw, it's Wegman. A shot toward the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. After picking up the first down, they still have to move quickly here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Simmons. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The inside handoff. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36.
At the 36-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.